Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video, we're going to explore the tragic and mysterious stories of black celebrities who passed away under unexplained circumstances, linked to sexual relationships and dark secrets within Hollywood. These stories not only left a lasting impact on audiences, but also reveal hidden aspects of the industry that many people don't know about. Let's dive into these stories and uncover secrets that have never been revealed before. R. Kelly. From a glorious career to a life collapsing in prison. R. Kelly, one of the top music icons of the 90s and early 2000s, built a stellar career with legendary hits like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition Remix. His music, known for its captivating melodies and soulful lyrics, won the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. However, his career was not only marked by resounding success, but also by controversies, accusations, and ultimately an inevitable downfall. Allegations about his abusive behavior over the years made it impossible for him to maintain the image of the great artist that the public once adored. Kelly's music career and public image began to fracture in the late 2000s, when allegations of sexual abuse against him started to grow. Young women, some of whom were victims of abuse for long periods, came forward with accusations about his unacceptable behavior. Despite these claims, Kelly continued to receive public attention and remained a prominent figure in the music industry, partly due to his musical talents and loyal fan base. However, these allegations could no longer be ignored. In 2021, R. Kelly was convicted on numerous charges related to sexual abuse and human trafficking, marking the complete collapse of his life, from music icon to criminal facing legal consequences. His downfall shocked not only his dedicated fans, but also showed the dangers of abusing power and fame to commit heinous acts. Despite Kelly's repeated claims of innocence, the overwhelming evidence and testimonies from victims made it impossible for him to avoid punishment. In 2022, R. Kelly passed away in prison, where he faced the consequences of his crimes and was haunted by his guilt. The years spent behind bars became a psychological battle for Kelly as he grappled with the charges he denied. Not only did he lose his glorious career and influence in the music industry, but he also lived in a world tormented by the crimes he could not erase. This tragic ending serves as a reminder of the dangers of abusing power and fame and the inevitable consequences of wrongful actions. Eazy-E, the rise and tragic fall of a hip-hop legend. Eazy-E, often hailed as one of the founding fathers of West Coast hip-hop, left an indelible mark on the music industry and the culture of rap. Born Eric Lynn Wright, Eazy-E was a key member of the iconic group NWA and played a pivotal role in the rise of gangsta rap. With his deep, distinctive voice and unapologetic lyrics, he quickly became known as the godfather of gangsta rap, using his platform to shed light on the harsh realities of life in Compton, California. His daring approach to music, coupled with his fearless stance on issues of police brutality and racial inequality, set him apart in an era dominated by more mainstream artists. However, despite his success and cultural influence, Eazy-E's personal life was often turbulent and filled with controversy. Known for his hedonistic lifestyle, Eazy-E's relationships with women were often fleeting, and his love for partying and indulgence became part of his public persona. These short-lived romantic entanglements and reckless behavior are believed to have played a significant role in the eventual health crisis that claimed his life. His tumultuous relationships and risky lifestyle ultimately put him in contact with the HIV virus, a factor that would lead to his tragic and untimely demise. In March 1995, after a short battle with AIDS, Eazy-E's condition worsened rapidly, and he passed away at the age of just 31. His sudden death sent shockwaves through the music world and prompted a larger conversation about the dangers of unprotected sex remarkable stand-up comedy and TV work, especially through The Bernie Mac Show. His blend of witty humor and heartfelt moments made Bernie Mac a beloved figure in the hearts of millions of fans across the country. With his vibrant personality and larger-than-life charisma, Mac became known for making audiences laugh uncontrollably with his stories about life, family, and society. However, in 2008, his promising career and life were tragically cut short. He passed away at the age of 50 after a brief battle with pneumonia. But his death is shrouded in mystery, particularly surrounding a woman he reportedly met in the final days of his life. This mysterious woman has raised many questions about her connection to his untimely death. Family and friends of Bernie Mac have confirmed that he had recently met a new woman before his passing. While their relationship was not widely publicized, it has piqued the curiosity of many. There are even rumors that this woman may have had a significant influence on his health in his final days. Unofficial sources have suggested that Mac's sudden decline could have been triggered by this encounter, sparking speculation about her possible role in his death. While these claims remain unverified, they certainly add an air of intrigue and mystery to the circumstances surrounding his passing. The truth about the woman and the events leading to Mac's death remain elusive, leaving many questions unanswered. Bernie Mac's death, though attributed to illness, left a massive void in both the hearts of his fans and in the world of entertainment. His stories continue to live on through his iconic TV moments and unforgettable film roles. But the mystery surrounding the woman in his life and the unanswered questions about his sudden death remain a lingering enigma. This story brings to light the complexities of relationships and the hidden truths behind the loss of a legendary figure. Bernie Mac's passing wasn't just the loss of a great comedian. It also left a huge unanswered question about the true circumstances of his death and the role the mysterious woman might have played in it. Kim Porter, a tragic end to the life of a supermodel and ex-girlfriend of a famous rapper. Kim Porter was not just another face in the world of modeling and entertainment. She was a woman of remarkable talent, beauty, and strength, known for her work as a model and actress. Over the years, she became widely recognized for her relationships with high-profile celebrities, particularly her long-term romantic involvement with rapper Sean "Diddy" Combs. The two shared a significant connection, and Porter was not just his girlfriend, but the mother of his children as well. Her grace and poise, paired with her strong presence, made her a standout figure in the entertainment world. But her life and legacy were ultimately overshadowed by a tragic and untimely death. Porter's unexpected passing in November 2018 at the age of 47 shocked the world. Officially, her death was attributed to complications from pneumonia, but the circumstances surrounding it raised more questions than answers. Many close to Porter and those familiar with her life suggested that her death might have been linked to deeper, more troubling factors. The rapper with whom she had a tumultuous relationship, Diddy, has faced allegations of emotional abuse and manipulation during their time together. These accusations cast a long shadow over Porter's life, with many speculating that the emotional toll of their relationship may have played a role in her tragic demise. What made the situation even more complicated were the allegations that Porter had been subjected to manipulation and abuse during her years with Diddy. Rumors surfaced about how the rapper's controlling behavior and the emotional strain of their relationship might have contributed to Porter's deteriorating health. Some sources close to Porter suggested that she had been under immense pressure, dealing with the fallout of a tumultuous relationship that was both public and painful. In the wake of her death, some believe that the mental and emotional distress she endured during her time with Diddy might have had a direct impact on her physical health. While Kim Porter's passing was officially attributed to pneumonia, her death remained shrouded in mystery. The allegations of abuse, combined with the timing of her sudden and unexpected death, led many to question the true story behind her final moments. The tragic end of her life served as a reminder of the often hidden challenges that come with fame, as well as the emotional toll that abusive relationships can have on one's well-being. Kim Porter's death not only left a gap in the modeling world, but also sparked important conversations about the hidden pain that many people face in toxic relationships, ultimately overshadowing her remarkable achievements and leaving the world to reflect on her legacy with a heavy heart. Tupac Shakur. The sacrifice of a rap legend and the dark secrets surround. From the very beginning, many questions were raised about the real cause of his death. Some believe that his death was the result of a feud between rap groups, while others argue that it was part of a larger conspiracy to cover up dark secrets in the music industry and the complicated relationships within the world of fame. While the official reasons behind Tupac's death remain unclear, the theories surrounding his murder continue to stir controversy. One of the most popular theories is that Tupac was killed by people within the music industry to cover up secrets and shady relationships he had uncovered. Tupac was known for his fearlessness in speaking out against social, political, and entertainment industry corruption. He didn't hesitate to criticize powerful figures in the music business and was even involved in several complicated relationships with high-profile individuals. Some believe that Tupac's death was the price he paid for going too far in exposing the dark truths behind the glamour of the industry. In addition to the music industry-related theories, there are many other speculations about Tupac's death tied to his personal relationships. From his tense rivalry with fellow rapper the notorious B.I.G., to complicated connections with figures from the criminal world, Tupac's private life was always a subject of intense discussion. His constant involvement in disputes and public confrontations only fueled suspicions about his death. No matter the circumstances, Tupac remains an immortal legend, and the mystery surrounding his death will always be an unresolved story, leaving lingering questions in the hearts of fans and within the music industry itself. Marvin Gaye. The tragic end of a soul legend and the family conflict behind his death. Marvin Gaye, one of the most iconic figures in soul music, was a man family turmoil that would tragically lead to his untimely death. In 1984, the world was stunned when news broke that Marvin Gaye had been shot and killed by his own father, Marvin Gaye Sr., in a violent domestic dispute. At the time of his death, Gaye was just 44 years old, still at the peak of his musical powers and with so much more to give. The events that led to his death were a tragic culmination of a lifetime of strained relationships, particularly with his father. Gaye's father, a strict and often abusive man, had long struggled with his own demons, including a history of violence and mental health issues. The complex and often volatile father-son relationship ultimately came to a head when an argument escalated into violence, leading to Gaye's death in the family home. The tragic death of Marvin Gaye brought to light the deep-seated issues within his family, especially the dysfunction between him and his father. Throughout his life, Gaye had endured a difficult relationship with his parents, particularly his father, who had a long history of emotional and physical abuse. Gaye's struggles with addiction, depression, and the pressures of fame were compounded by the ongoing tension in his household. Despite being a beloved public figure, Gaye found little solace in his personal life, and his final years were marked by emotional isolation and a sense of despair. His death not only ended the life of one of the most influential musicians of his time, but also underscored the lasting effects of family trauma. Beyond the personal tragedy, Gaye's death revealed the immense pressure he faced throughout his career. The expectations placed upon him to be both a musical genius and a figure of social change weighed heavily on him. Gaye often struggled to reconcile the intense pressure from the music industry, his own internal battles, and the turmoil in his family life. His death served as a poignant reminder of the complexities of fame and the toll it can take on an individual, especially when unresolved family issues and personal demons are left to fester. Marvin Gaye's legacy as a musical genius remains untarnished, but the manner of his death leaves behind a deep sense of sorrow and reflection on the hidden struggles that many celebrities face behind closed doors. Sam Cooke, the music legend and the mysterious death at the motel in 1964. Sam Cooke, one of the greatest music legends in history, was a symbol of soul and R&B music. With his smooth and emotional voice, Cooke not only captured the hearts of fans, but also helped shape the American music scene. Hits like "A Change Is Gonna Come" and "You Send Me" cemented his place as one of the most beloved artists of the 1960s. However, after a successful career, a major tragedy occurred that would forever link his name to one of the most mysterious cases in the music industry. In 1964, Sam Cooke died under suspicious circumstances at a Los Angeles motel. According to official reports, Cooke was shot and killed by Bertha Franklin, a woman working at the motel, after a confrontation between them. However, Cooke's death was not as straightforward as a typical self-defense situation, and the details surrounding the incident have always left the public questioning the truth. Rumors and suspicions have clouded his death from the beginning. Many believe that there is a larger story behind his death, connected to the complex relationships in the music industry and the dark forces Cooke may have been involved with. One of the biggest theories is that Sam Cooke's death was linked to financial disputes and power struggles within the music industry. At the time, Cooke was one of the most prominent and influential artists in music. However, the independence and freedom he sought in his career also led him to clash with powerful figures in the music industry who might have been threatened by his rise. His relationships with music producers and influential organizations may have led to hostility and ultimately his untimely death when these powers felt their control was being threatened by the changes Cooke was pushing for. In addition, Sam Cooke's death was also tied to rumors surrounding his personal life. With complicated relationships, his involvement in the civil rights movement, and especially his campaigns against racial discrimination, Cooke had made plenty of enemies. Some theories suggest that his death was not a random accident or simple incident, but rather the result of deep struggles in his life, including tensions with business partners and powerful figures in the music industry. Sam Cooke's loss was not only a tragedy for music, but also a lesson about the dangers faced by those who challenge the system, especially when they hold significant influence and seek to alter the course of the industry. The Notorious B.I.G. The mysterious death and hidden secrets. Behind the hip-hop icon, the Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, was not just a rapper. He was an icon of the East Coast hip-hop scene, influencing a generation with his raw storytelling, smooth flow, and larger-than-life persona. His debut album, Ready to Die, and follow-up Life After Death are considered classics, forever solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest rappers in history. However, despite his meteoric rise to fame, his life was tragically cut short in 1997 under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind a void in the music world that has never been filled. On March 9, 1997, Biggie was fatally shot in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles, California. The event occurred just months after the highly publicized murder of his rival, Tupac Shakur. While the official story has always pointed to a random act of violence, many speculate that the shooting was far from a coincidence. The rivalry between Tupac and Biggie was well documented, with both artists publicly feuding in the media and through their music. This fueled a bitter East Coast-West Coast rivalry that ultimately led to a tragic end for both. However, what is even more unsettling is the belief that Biggie's death was part of a much larger conspiracy to cover up certain dark secrets within the entertainment industry. One of the most persistent theories is that the notorious B.I.G. was murdered to silence him and protect those who had ties to criminal organizations and shady dealings in the world of music and entertainment. Biggie had recently signed a massive contract and was on the verge of mainstream success. His death, some argue, was a way to eliminate a potential threat, someone who might have been on the verge of exposing uncomfortable truths. There are even those who claim that Biggie's death was a direct result of the internal conflicts within the hip-hop community itself, fueled by both personal and business-related animosity. Additionally, the unresolved nature of Biggie's death has only heightened the speculation about his murder. Despite multiple investigations and countless theories, no one has ever been charged in connection with the crime. The conspiracy theories surrounding his death continue to this day, with some suggesting that law enforcement agencies may have played a role in the cover-up, further complicating the narrative. The life and death of the notorious B.I.G. remains shrouded in mystery, leaving fans to question not only the circumstances of his passing, but also the darker, hidden forces that may have been at play behind the scenes of the entertainment industry. Phyllis Hyman, a heartbreaking death and the story of harmful relationships. Phyllis Hyman, one of the iconic voices of the 80s and 90s, left a lasting impression on the music industry with her powerful and soulful vocals. Known for timeless ballads like You Know How to Love Me and Living All Alone, she became a beloved figure in the R&B genre. However, despite her flourishing music career, Phyllis's personal life was filled with tragedy and pain that many people didn't know about. After enduring years of toxic, heartbreaking relationships, Phyllis Hyman tragically took her own life in 1995 at the age of 45. Phyllis's death was a sorrowful loss not only for her family, friends, and fans, but also served as a wake-up call about the psychological toll of toxic relationships. Phyllis endured a deeply damaging relationship filled with betrayal and deceit, which eventually led her into a state of severe emotional distress. Although she was a star with millions of fans, Phyllis felt isolated, powerless, and unable to escape the overwhelming pain she had been enduring. This relationship became an unbearable burden, dragging her deeper into negative, destructive thoughts. The pressure of fame was another factor that compounded Phyllis Hyman's suffering. While her career was soaring, the very spotlight that came with stardom became a sharp blade that cut into her soul. She not only struggled with the expectations placed upon her by the public, but also with the inner turmoil she was experiencing. The challenges in her professional life, the pressure to maintain a perfect image, and the deep loneliness she faced all contributed to her ultimate, heartbreaking decision. Unable to overcome the emotional pain, Phyllis felt as though there was no way out. Phyllis Hyman's death left an irreplaceable void in the music world, but it also served as a powerful reminder of the damaging effects that toxic relationships and the pressures of fame can have on mental health. Her story highlights the importance of taking care of our mental well-being and seeking help when faced with challenges in life, especially when dealing with emotional wounds caused by relationships and loneliness. Though Phyllis was unable to overcome her inner pain, her musical legacy will forever live on in the hearts of those who loved her. Chinks, the rise and tragic fall of a rising star. Chinks, born Lionel Pickens, was a rising star in the rap scene, gaining significant attention with his unique style and captivating storytelling. His music was full of promise, reflecting both his struggles and his ambitions, which resonated deeply with his audience. Known for his powerful lyrics and magnetic presence, Chinks had the potential to become one of the most influential voices in hip-hop. However, his life was tragically cut short in 2015 when he was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting while driving in Queens, New York, forever leaving his fans and the music world in shock. Before his untimely death, Chinks had been involved in a relationship that would prove to be dangerous and ultimately fatal. This connection tied him to a woman with links to the underground world, a connection that, unbeknownst to him, would bring him closer to peril. This relationship served as a precursor to the violent and unfortunate turn his life would take. The dangerous affiliations that came with this connection played a significant role in the threats Chinks faced, setting the stage for the events that led to his tragic demise. In the months leading up to his death, Chinks seemed to be caught in a whirlwind of poor decisions and the allure of fast fame. Despite the warnings and advice from close friends, he chose to ignore their counsel, perhaps blinded by the thrill of success and the chaotic lifestyle that often accompanies it. His recklessness, whether stemming from the pressure of his rising fame or the false sense of invincibility that can come with it, put him in a vulnerable position. Unfortunately, it was his refusal to distance himself from danger that ultimately led to his tragic end. Chinks's death is a poignant reminder of the darker side of fame and the risks associated with the lifestyle that often comes with it. His story reflects how easy it is to become entangled in toxic relationships and dangerous circumstances when one's personal life intersects with the criminal world. It also serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of listening to those who care about us, particularly in times when success and fame might cloud our judgment. Chinks's music and legacy, however, continue to inspire and remind us of the fragility of life and the importance of making wise choices. Thank you all for watching today's video. The tragic and mysterious stories we shared serve as a reminder of the price to pay when living in the spotlight of Hollywood. The challenges, wrong decisions, and irreversible consequences are things we should all reflect on. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave your thoughts and subscribe to the channel for more untold stories from Hollywood. Thank you, and see you in the next video.